Millions of residents across parts of the Northeast reported feeling an earthquake Friday morning.
You at home, you probably felt it. We just experienced an earthquake here in the tri-state area. We're getting calls into our newsroom from Connecticut, Long Island, New Jersey, and of course, New York City. People feeling the shock.
The challenges facing our nation, nevertheless, are very large, very, very large. We're up against an enemy that celebrates death and totally worships destruction. You've seen that.
Hey guys, PayDroV here. In this video I want to go over a few things with you all. Now, it has been a little weird in the world lately. Can you agree? From intense weather I could say strange, but not all seems so strange anymore.
The proof that our nation has been blessed by God. Look no further than the men and women of the United States military. They are the greatest fighters and the greatest force of justice, and that the world has ever known.
Since things have been programmed to be normalized and given such names for phenomenons, and making it seem like things are pretty much normal, and there's nothing to worry about until it actually happens to you, and then you are left out from the rest of the world in order to suffer and go through hardship that has been placed on many of us.
Well, 10 TV political reporter Doug Petcash looked into this for us tonight, and the question being, is FEMA running out of disaster relief funding because it's being spent on undocumented migrants? Doug, what's the answer?
Well, the answer is no, Angela. The administration did not divert money from FEMA's disaster relief fund, but there is a separate fund administered by FEMA that does give hundreds of millions of dollars to help undocumented migrants.
Now, this isn't for every phenomenon or every event that happens, because such things are just natural, but geoengineered or possibly manipulated into a pattern of things to where it is uncontrollable because it was never something to try and control in the first place, right? So we get the skyfall from when they decided to drill inside the earth.
Overnight, a dangerous winter storm sweeping through the Northeast, bringing heavy snow, sleet, and ice. Millions now waking up to treacherous travel conditions on Super Bowl Sunday. 15 million Americans under winter weather alerts across the Northeast this morning. New York City blanketed in snow, 3 inches dumped on the area in 6 hours. North of the city, the snow quickly piling up overnight on highways, traffic moving slowly along I-87 in Orange County. In Bergen County, New Jersey, 2.5 inches of snow falling on Hackensack's Main Street before turning to sleet and rain overnight. In Paramus, slow going on busy Route 17 as few drivers venture outside. Farther south in South Plainfield, freezing rain and sleet falling, drivers taking it slow. The system quickly moving across the Northeast overnight after sweeping through the Midwest. The city of Minneapolis declaring a snow emergency. Some areas hit with more than half a foot of snow. The storm wreaking havoc on Minnesota's roads, snow creating dangerous conditions. Cars spinning out, lining the sides of I-35. While snowplows working to clear the taxiway at the nearby airport, nationwide, more than 300 flights canceled so far.
We are seeing storms, everything, earthquakes, volcano eruptions. It has been getting very, very crazy. We also have been seeing an increase of earthquakes lately, and the Ring of Fire is something that has been on the minds of experts for quite a while. And such events may take place if things were to fall into biblical proportions, if you believe that. Well, this one happened to be a 7.6 earthquake that hit north of Honduras.
Powerful earthquake in the northwestern Caribbean, a magnitude 7.6 off the coast of Honduras. It was actually about 130 miles off to the south-southwest of Grand Cayman. A word of a 4.8 aftershock just off to the west of this. This is out in the Caribbean, very deep water, some of the deepest in the entire Atlantic basin. In fact, it's close by to the Cayman Trench, which has a depth of more than 25,000 feet. The tsunami alerts have been canceled.
Now, this is quite interesting, folks. Check this out. Now, all the people, most of the people, probably entering the southern border to the United States are coming from these areas by heading into Mexico and other areas and into the U.S. Check this map out. Quite interesting, huh? If you haven't been hearing about asteroids or meteors lately, well, yes, they are talking about one hitting the Earth by 2032, which is funny because Agenda 2030 is a real thing, and if you haven't noticed, world leaders talking about population control, then you're in for a treat. Alright, check this one out, guys. This is weird. Locals suffered nosebleeds and they were vomiting from this toxic stench and they were blaming it on this storm. Now, this reminds me of the Ohio derailment spill and everyone getting sick. There's just a lot of things going on. They aren't going to just come out and say what it really is, but if enough people are knowing about it or affected, yes, they will give some explanations to things, but not the whole truth, which is pretty scary. Now, back to biblical proportions. Anyone ready for this? A river in Argentina turned blood red, causing panic among local residents. Many feared a biblical omen. Residents woke up to a foul odor and were shocked to see the eerie scenery.
Over in Argentina, a river mysteriously turns blood red. Residents near the Rio de la Plata are concerned over possible contamination. Authorities have already collected samples, and initial reports indicate the substance causing the color change may not be toxic. Residents suspect it was caused by chemical waste from a nearby depot.
Now, these were just some things I wanted to quickly go over with you guys. And I know there's much more going on, so I will do a continuation videos like these. So be tuned in and I will give you guys updates on recent events. Be sure to hit that bell to get notifications for new videos, and I know some of you have been getting unsubscribed from my channel. My channel has been shadow banned for quite a while, so let's boost up the algorithm. Hit that like, comment, share, and with that being said, have faith, remain vigilant, and God bless you all.
They stole the FEMA money just like they stole it from a bank so they could give it to their illegal immigrants.